Afternoon, everybody. Good to be able to speak to you again. It's a quick update. It's Friday, 2nd of July. End of term fast approaching, so we're just going to increase the frequency of communication a little bit to catch all the detail, because with COVID and everything else and the amount of changes we're making in terms of personnel, the building, the school day, it's just keeping the flow of information going smoothly so you've got all the information that you need. I'm going to touch about three things very briefly. One, a little update on COVID, particularly Delta variant and its impact around Cheshire East. I want to touch on some of the themes and discussions we've been having with the Children Assembly this week and how it connects to teaching and learning. And then just a little update on some of the communications coming your way over the next couple of weeks. So we have 2 weeks, 3 days from Monday, finishing on Wednesday the 21st. And we've got to get a lot into that. So COVID, as you're aware, you see the same mainstream media as myself. Clearly, among school age and college age young people and children, the Delta variant seems to be causing significant disruption. We've seen from Public Health and from Cheshire East the heat map, and we've watched that heat map change to show transmission in certainly secondary age children increase significantly and start to land in and around the town in the last 2 weeks. And this week it started to manifest itself in our local area. So I'm aware of an increase in infections in young people. And as of today, for example, we had around 9 staff out of the building self-isolating, around 4 support staff. So I'm sure you can appreciate the pressure that puts on the school and colleagues as well. I'm glad to report that today it's gone absolutely fantastically well. So credit to the staff and credit to the students for that. But it pushes us towards a position that I really am reluctant to go down, which would be to, again, push bubbles out onto remote learning. Now, at the moment, we can cope with it, we can deal with that. But I'm approaching a threshold where I would have to make a very difficult decision. And clearly the intent is to stay open and keep all the children in school until we finish at the end of term. I'll keep you up to date with information. We did a release early in the week. We had a group of year 10 students who we know have had to self-isolate as well. So we're doing the absolute best we can with the information we've got. So the responsibility of students is to continue with LFT testing. That is really important to helping us manage infection and transmission and keep everybody else safe. So constantly moving again, and hopefully, you've heard the national narrative. We have a different national approach to this in September, so that we don't have these levels of disruption. Fingers crossed, and all control measures followed. That should do it, I think. Okay, shifting on to the week in school. From the start of half term 6, from 8th of June, when the students came back, we've been looking at aligning our styles of teaching across all our subject areas. So our assemblies have been reinforcing that, refocusing on ethos and values, and refocusing on quality of teaching and engaging the students in that conversation. I've met with many groups, particularly of the older students around that, to get a sense of what they're seeing on the ground and what it feels like and what they like. So a couple of key things from this week is that real reinforcement of the importance of quizzing in every lesson, that working memory and cognitive load. These are phrases that we're using with the students all the time. It's been a real focus this week, and it's really good to see them engaging so positively in those kind of dialogues. So it's great if you ask them at home about these things. What does quizzing look like in their lessons? What kind of assessment work is done in their lessons? What messages are they getting around key vocab and the quality and standard of their books? Please have a go at it with the children at home, and let's see what comes back, because I'm getting a real strong sense of it on the ground. As we move towards the end of term, final part of the message, really, we've got some key communications coming your way. We'll be talking to you about how the school term will finish, about works going on in the building over summer, results day for our now left year 11s, and then how we'll be bringing students back in September. At the moment, the plan is all staff to return on Wednesday the 1st of September and students to return on Monday the 7th and let's see what happens in the space in between. Hopefully it'll come back with some more stability. That's what we are looking for. As usual, get a sense of us on social media. We'll be posting things out from across this week on Facebook and Twitter. There's an updated principles blog due out this weekend, so if you feel inclined, please have a look at that, and it'll be going into a little bit more detail around teaching and learning and some of the things that we've seen during the week. And also we've got an updated Twitter account for myself as principal, as we try and go through and catch a little bit more of a personal leadership perspective on the school from day to day. So it'd be great if you follow that account, and if you read the blog, that'd be fantastic. Good to speak to you. Hopefully we'll be seeing more of you in the building. I know we've been having a lot of positive feedback around remote progress evenings. Who knows what that looks like in September. We'll be asking you about your thoughts on that and consulting with that as one of the many things that we're looking at in terms of COVID takeaways. I think that'll do from me today. I hope everything is okay with you, and I hope you're doing well. And we'll hopefully see each other very soon. Have a great weekend, and if you are watching it, enjoy the football. Thank you.